y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to make something really new and fun called baked pizza pasta. And you need to preheat your you need to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. And we're going to start this little pizza casserole real quick. I have 3 cups, well, it was measured at 3 cups dry of rotini pasta. So you need to measure it dry. This was 3 cups worth. I've already cooked it and drained it. Put it in this bowl for you. Then you're going to need a 14-ounce jar of pizza sauce. You're going to add that. And we're going to add about half a jar or so of water to this. Shake it up. Put it in here too. I'm going to take 20 slices of pepperoni, cut in half. We're going to add those to our bowl. I cooked a pound of ground beef and half an onion. And we're going to add that. I did drain it. And we're going to add that to the bowl. And the next thing we need to add is 1.5 cups of mozzarella. So we need about 1.5 cups worth. We're going to stir this up. Now, I did get some extra things to go on this. So we've already got the pepperoni and the ground beef. Of course, you could have done sausage if you wanted to instead of the ground beef. I'm sure that would be just as good. Or instead of pepperoni, you could have done Canadian bacon or something like that. Alright, I'm going to add some mushrooms and some sliced olives. You could do fresh mushrooms if you prefer. And you can also try, bell pepper. Chopped bell pepper would be good. So, right now I'm going to just use canned mushrooms and canned sliced olives. 2 very small cans. Mushrooms is a 4-ounce can, and the sliced black olives is 3.8. Okay. Now, another thing we're also going to do that I didn't yet, and we're going to add our Italian seasoning, and we're going to add some garlic powder. So you're going to need about a teaspoon's worth of Italian seasoning, and about the same amount of garlic powder. You can add a little more if you prefer. Okay. Now you could have put that in with the meat, but I just decided to put it in here. It's not really going to make much of a difference which way you do it. Your garlic, if you do fresh, minced garlic would have to be cooked. You know, you don't have to because you're going to make this as well, but you could cook it with your ground beef when you cook that. Alright, so let me make sure I got all the things. Okay. So I've got my baking dish. And I went ahead and sprayed it. And we're going to add this. And it really goes together pretty fast. Dump and go, dump and go, dump and go. And what I was going to do was sprinkle some black olives on this. Move that out of the way. I'll just not do the whole jar. I mean can. We just won't do the whole thing. And then the mushrooms. I do prefer fresh, but this will be okay. Alright, I think we're going to use the whole can on that. Alright, so, wipe my hands off. We're going to go ahead and put the rest of our pepperoni on top. I'm just going to cut those real fast. We're going to you need to slice all of them in half. And then this will be the remaining pepperoni that you didn't add to the pasta in the bowl a while ago. Because you're going to need about 36 slices total. Alright. And for the last little bit, we're going to add our cheese. And you'll just add your remaining half cup, and I'm probably going to do a little extra. Okay. Let me get some foil for that. Alright, you are going to cover this in foil and cook for a half an hour. 350 degrees. I'll see you back here in half an hour. Okay, y'all, so this is the finished product. It did perfect. And now it's time to serve. So I'm just going to scoop a little bit out here. I did let it cool for like 15 minutes or so. I don't even think it was that long. But it's got all the cheese threads like always. And you can just smell the Italian seasoning. So it's going to be good. I'm pretty sure they're going to like it. That's what it looks like up close. But quick, easy, dump and go kind of casserole. I'm not sure that I've ever done any kind of pizza type casseroles like this. But if this turns out well, then this will be the first one I do. I'm sure there'll be another. Okay. Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do something really quick and easy for supper. I'm just making breakfast. So I'm making an easy sausage breakfast casserole that I have made 100 times before. And I just figured I could show y'all one more time. This is real easy. It only has 4 ingredients. 350 degrees. You need to set your oven to that. I unrolled a crescent roll in here, just one package, and I put it in the oven while it was preheating for like 5 to 7 minutes just to like dry it out just a little bit, because the main problem with this casserole is it does not get done completely. So I did that, and then your next step is, let me check my, yeah, okay, is to take your pork sausage, your breakfast sausage that you've already cooked. I use just one complete tube, so that's usually a pound. And most of the time, this doesn't need to be drained because there's like hardly any grease at all. But if it needs to be drained, you need to go ahead and do that. Spread this out. And you're going to take 6 eggs, whisk them in a bowl, pour them on top, and then you just need 2 heaping cups of cheddar, and that's it. It's that easy. Everybody likes it, even my husband, which is, he's really picky. So I'm just going to make this tonight. I'm probably going to add some bacon on the side. I know that's a lot, but... And we're going to have some cheese grits too. So you're going to put this in the oven, 350 degree oven, for just half an hour. You need to make sure that your eggs are cooked all the way and that your crescent roll's done, but your crescent roll pretty much will be done. It's the eggs you got to worry about. Alright, I'll see you back here in half an hour. Okay, y'all, this is the finished product. Made it 1,000,000 times. It did great. The only thing with this time, for some reason, I can't, I'm sorry, it's not fluffy enough. Usually it's a little bit fluffier, but I think it could be the crescent rolls I use. I use Aldi crescent rolls, and usually those are fine, but for some reason they're just not fluffy enough. But it'll still work. And then you'll just cut this into squares. I usually let it cool for about 10 or 15 minutes first before I do that, or at least 10 minutes or so. Let it just sit for a second. And then that way when you go to cut it, it doesn't fall apart. But we're going to serve it with some more breakfast meat and some grits, but you can do anything really. I really wouldn't put biscuits with it because of the crust of the crescent roll, but you still could do that as well. Okay, make sure you like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.